Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
Those claiming that our submission at the Ministry of Defense was to woo the military over a possible takeover are mischievous and desperate spine doctors whose only interest is to midwife instability in our polity.
Yes.
Their plans will not succeed.
Yes.
Our country cannot afford to return to the dark years of military dictatorship, given the contributions of Nigerians to political disputes in Mali and Gambia. That is not an option or even an opinion. On the said day, we had rounded up visits to the US Embassy and the High Commission of Britain and Canada. When we made a brief stop at the Ministry of Defense to read our press statement, calling on the military to stay within the law in their conduct, we call on all the spin doctors who desist to desist from any further lies over our intention.
Yes.
We cannot be part of any political plot to destabilize Nigeria any more than it currently is by the illegality of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. For those insisting on the unconstitutionality of the call, we'd like to remind you that Professor Yakubu's actions are also unconstitutional and that the public deceit is a crime. The fact that he still has a job in the commission is proof of how much we have fallen into the pit of illegality. No progress happens in any lawless society. As of today, Nigeria is within the full field of lawlessness because of the conspiracy or collusion to permit. Given the background of our explanation, within the time limit of President Muhammadu Buhari: 1. Sack, arrest, detain Professor Mahmoud Yakubu.
Yes.
Cancellation of the presidential election of 25th February 2023.
Yes.
Declaration of an interim government.
Yes.
Compensation of all the victims of electoral violence and voter suppression.
Yes.
We have also called for the establishment of a Truth and Reconciliation Commission in Lagos and other flashpoints during the federal and state polls for the purpose of national healing. It deserves mentioning that our group and motivation are apolitical. We are not serving the interests of any presidential election or politician. Not any candidate, for that matter. We are only challenging the illegality of the process that declared a winner in the presidential election that met every condition for failure. We are asking for the people to be held accountable for once in our country. We will continue to march for Nigeria and will never stop until our demands are met. To silence their voices, the cowardly shooting of young Nigerian protesters, despite holding the flag and singing the national anthem, was how low they crept into their plot. We can never fully comprehend how much trauma that unfortunate episode cost the nation and whether the victims will ever recover. But hope returned in the months leading up to the 2023 general election with more Nigerians armed with clarity of what truly matters in their engagement with the system. Over 10 million new names entered the voter register. Most of them were young people, some of whom were first-time voters. So when the day came for them to cast their vote on the 25th of February 2023, it was not a repetition of the quarterly rituals, but a service to the nation, knowing that by participating in the process that recruits leaders, they hold the right to demand for accountability. But more so, because the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, had promised Nigerians to the commitment of the commission to conduct a free, a fair, and all-inclusive poll, he made submissions locally on various international platforms, assuring Nigerians and the world that the outcome will be transparent and such that it will reflect the will of the Nigerian people. This is beside the confidence that President Muhammadu Buhari, signing the Electoral Act of 2022 as amended, gave the willingness of Nigerians to participate in the polls. Unfortunately, Professor Mahmood Yakubu chose to desecrate the altar of truth and trust by collating results and declaring a winner in flagrant disregard of the INEC guidelines and the Electoral Act of 2022 as amended. We have heard calls to look to the bright side of the election vis-a-vis